Okay, we're going to begin doing an assignment, this table maze using Microsoft Word. So that's the instruction. Let me show you where to get it. You go into your summer school BCA course, Advanced Opportunities, Class Materials, underneath your Word, Table Maze. Now, I recommend downloading this so that you have access to it. It just seems, the instruction piece is fine, but when you build your maze, I would recommend that you do it on the laptop version versus the online version. As you can see, just by the complexity of the ribbon alone, you have a lot more tools available to you on the downloaded version that's on your laptop versus the online version. The online version is fine for the instructions. That works just fine. So let's start off with this. It says here, open up a new Word document. So I'm going to have one here. It's going to look like this. And I'm going to go between these as best I can. So let's see. There we go. Looks good there. Okay, and then back. Okay. Okay. So we have here the instructions. Open a document. Save this. Your name, Maze. So on this document here, go into File, Save As. Save it in somewhere. Your name, Maze. So I'm going to save this Williamson Maze. And I spelled my name wrong. And I'm going to save this in a location where I know where to look for this. I'm going to browse a little bit until I find where I want it. This is one of my documents. Here's Skyview for summer school. This is Advanced Opportunities. This is BCA. And I'm going to do a new folder. Teacher examples. Inside here, I'm going to save my Williamson Maze. Let's save right there. Okay, great. Saving, and good to go. It should save right up here in a second. Okay. Now, I noticed that I had a little problem with this feature here. Word art to add a title. It seemed like it really didn't want to do that. It was having an issue. So what I figured out is that I really need to provide some space at the top above my maze in order to add that title. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to hit enter about 5 times. I don't know if that's too many, but I can always take them out. Now that I'm going to go back to my instructions, it says here, insert a table 20 columns within 22 rows. So insert table. It's going to be 20 by 22. Okay, and there's some space up here now I can work in a little while. All right. Next is it says double space it by selecting the entire table and hitting Control 2. So I'm going to select that there and then hit Control 2. Everything got doubled up there in size. Nice. Now it says here, this is where you put your word art in above the maze. And for example, put it, the mouse is trying to catch the cheese. That could be a good name for the maze. Okay, so I'm going to come over to the top a little bit here and I'm going to type in something like the mouse is trying to catch the cheese. All right, now I'm going to select that and do some word art to it. So insert word art over here, and that might work there. I'm going to backspace a little bit here. Okay. There we go. Now it looks like we have our stuff. It's going to go over to the next page. So what I'm going to do here is to try to maybe get my margins, really narrow them out a little bit. See how low I can go. They're going to fix it with something like that and hit OK. Let's see, is it all on one page? It is. Okay, we are great. Okay. Now moving along the instructions. Merge the first 4 cells and the last 4 cells. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go to my table design And layout, maybe there, layout, merge cells. And same with the last four. Merge cells. Okay, insert clip art, start and finish. And then we want to change the text wrapping to tight, bring it in front of text, and resize it. Okay, so let's find a picture here. Insert some art. No, stock image. It's the beginning, so let's do a start image. Maybe I can find some clip art. Icons, maybe. Okay, this could be a good start. Now, it says a few things here. We wanted to, I like to, with here, it says we want to text wrap tight. That's right there, text wrap tight. And I want to see more. So I want to do the, bring the in front of text right here, in front of text. Tight in front of text. I don't think that's the right way to do that. I'm going to do this here. See, it's not in front of the text. In front of text. Back up here. And we need to make it fit. Okay. So that's our starting image. Down here, I'm going to do a stop image. Insert, picture, stock image. There's an icon. Stop. And that looks like a good one there. Same thing. I want to resize it to fit. So it doesn't make us. I'm going to right click on this. We're going to wrap text tight. And we're going to go wrap text in front of text. And make sure that it fits and put it inside our finish box. Okay. Next it says, construct the path that goes from start to finish, merge cells, remove cell walls, and create a border. Okay. So I'm going to find a way to make this as easy as I can. I'm going to go start here. Again, table design, layout, merge. I wonder if I can. All right. Format cell. I thought that, okay. Okay, there should be table properties, some way of. Bummer. Well, anyways, I'll come back and find that. I'm sure I will. So what I'm going to do now is create a path. Keep merging cells. Okay, I figured out where to find that in table design. Over here you have your borders. So I'm going to make this I'm going to combine these borders here so that it has a top border, a bottom border, and then nothing. Well, this is a take that left border out. Okay, so then and then this one here, I need to take the top border out. Okay, now you can start to see that I'm creating a path here. When I have this all built, I will come back and show you what I have. A little trick that I found is that you may not be working so much with the path, but the borders surrounding the path. So I'll kind of do a little bit here, and you'll see. So this one here needs borders on the right. And like this one here, I'm going to take all my borders out of this, no borders, and see what it looks like. Okay, so now then I know I'm going to come up and around. So there needs to be a top border for those, a bottom border for those. So that will create a little bit there. I'm actually creating borders on the outsides, not necessarily the path. So you can see like I'm not selecting the path, I'm selecting the cells that are surrounding the path. That will help me to kind of create this pathway. Okay, just giving you a little heads up on how I'm doing that. I'll be back in a shortly. So it says now that the next thing that I need to do is to create additional paths that form dead ends. Okay, so that's my next thing I need to do is to create paths that make dead ends. So I have to do a few of those, and I will get back to you once I have those built. Okay, I've created additional paths. Now I need to do 2 other clip art pictures throughout the maze. Merge 4 cells only for each of your pictures. Choose the text wrapping to be tightened in front of text. Okay, so that's the next thing I need to add in 2 other clip arts. Merge some cells and then wrap them as before. So I'm going to take those cells there, layout, merge them, and I'm going to put in a picture, insert, picture, online picture, cat, maybe an icon. Actually, I don't want I want a stock image, icon, cheese, this, and okay, goes in that box there. Need to make it fit. So we're going to wrap text tight and in front of text. Okay, one more maybe over here. Jeez. Icon maybe right there. Nope, right here. Okay. Looking better, still on one sheet. Okay. Now it says to shade areas that aren't paths or dead ends. Make sure the border is thicker and make sure it's solvable. And then we want to print preview and turn it into teams. So we're going to now shade all the stuff that is not part of the maze. So I will shade all of these boxes here. I don't know if it's, that's not it. Yeah. Fill. It's this bucket shading. Okay, it's the bucket. Let's say we're gonna go blue on everything here. Okay, so this is gonna take a little bit as I color this in. I will come back to you when I have it done. Okay, I'm back. This should be it. Okay, we have our title. It's been filled in. We have a solvable maze. Next thing it says to do is to, the borders look pretty good to me. Print preview, turned into maze. So make sure that it has maze title, clip art, solvable, shading, and thick borders. Okay, the thick borders, we need to work on that, it looks like. So let's go back to the artwork. I'll show you how to do that. So we'll select these areas here that we have. And like right here, these three here, the left border needs to be a little darker. So I'm going to just simply Control Z. Escape. So those three right there. Left border a little thicker. You see how that does that? Okay. And those two, the bottom border a little thicker. And all these are going to be the left hand is thicker. And all those, the top two are thicker. So not a lot to do here with that. But I will pause that and let you see it look when it's all said and done. I'll show you. Okay, so there it is all said and done. We want to do a print preview on that to make sure it's all on one page. It is all, there we go. It looks like I have nice borders there. So let's go back into our specs one last time, make sure we've got it right. Maze title, clip art, solvable, shading, and thick borders, total possible 40 points. Okay, good job. This gets turned into teams as well as emailed to me, bwilliamson at nsd131.org to get checked off. Okay, that's your table maze using Microsoft Word.